Oh, there she is. She's pissed. Her mic turned off here. No. Okay. All right. Just Kim and Sarah again? Uh-oh.
This is like an exclusive painting club.
I tell you.
It really is.
What happened? Who do hell? Oh, I think a lot of people just catching a recording. No Chelly, no nothing. Anyway, yeah, I gotta set up my pallet phone here. Sorry about that. Yeah, we talked about doing a still life, and I just couldn't find anything I was interested in at that moment. Usually, something will come up. We'll do one.
I thought you were going to get a bunch of flowers and make one.
I could. I
Very smart of her to jump. Be tricky though. You'd need another camera probably.
Yeah, I'm not a.
Long walk home for her.
1 second. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I could. I have something. I just, if I just wasn't crazy about anything I was finding. So I just don't want to paint something I'm not enthralled with, but you guys probably aren't enthralled with this either. Let's get this right.
I'm only enthralled with the reflection.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
That's why I said, let's do this one.
Yeah, that's why I put this one out there. I said, oh, well, that's a tough one. Yeah, the dog one. I don't know. Just, just one of those weeks, it just wasn't getting anything anywhere. Oh, shoot, what happened here? Okay. Oh, shoot. Did it again. Look at my palette. How the heck do you get that on? Let me get my palette up.
Is this a vertical painting?
Oh,
Is this a Is this portrait? Oh, there's Shelley.
I think it is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you want to do it vertical, you can do it vertical.
Oh, well, you've got it vertical.
Yeah, I meant horizontal. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I set it up, but then I don't think I'm going to fit it. So I think you're right.
Rider putting his hand up, feeling that this might be a little bit too much for this young horse today.
Uh-oh. What we got it going. Not the Kentucky Derby's not this weekend, is it? There's the first week in May.
No, are you listening? Do you hear my thing in the background?
Yeah, every once in a while.
I'll put it on mute. I'm watching the Kentucky 3-day event.
Oh, it's a 3-day event.
Yes, it's another equestrian competition in Kentucky.
Okay.
I got the live stream going on that. I've got another little window with tennis. I've got all sorts going on and painting, obviously.
You are crazy. Yeah. All right.
No pickleball?
No pickleballs. You did too. She could have stayed busy. Get this off here and I'm ready to go. Yes, there we go. Welcome to another big adventure today. Last week we finished up our Native American painting. Without destroying it. I know there fresh eye will help out a lot. I put in a lot of stuff here. Now I'm gonna take some of that out. Yeah, lots of stuff, lots of cleaning up to do. I'm looking at it, going, the girl looks good, the horse is okay. Little things like little things I'll tell you, use the grasses, the brightness of the grasses sometimes to make the horse stand out. I should have gotten a few more in here. Would have helped on the legs, separate the legs. Things like that. Definitely I feel like I have two separate things up there. They got to be combined. So I should have done that last week. So everything's pretty dry now. Well, some of that stuff. But so I'll have to go back into it one more time and do some cleaning up area. Just a little. It's good to see it, a week later instead of right after it's, because sometimes you can get a better look on it, fresh look at it, and gives you a whole different viewpoint. So, going to viewpoint, we're going on to our this is it's a paddle nose crane, or I'm not exactly sure what the name of this bird is. That's pretty sad. I should have looked it up before I came in. I just loved it. I loved the shot, and I thought, well, this just always has a teaching moment in it. I could figure that the ripples in the water are nice. I like the color is amazing in it, so I figured, well, it'll be a good one to paint after painting something that's kind of drab like we did before. So let me pull it up, and we'll go through it real quick.
Hey, James.
Yeah.
James.
Yeah.
It is a roseate spoonbill.
Spoonbill, that's it. Oh,
Gregarious wading bird of the ibis and spoonbill family.
thank you very much, Charlie.
You're welcome.
Spoonbill.
I didn't want you to stay awake at night trying to figure it out.
It's like I had it and I lost it. So anyway, thank you. Oh, come on. I just put these guys in here. Where is it? Shoot. Usually it shows up. Damn it. One of those days. I think everything's going to go wrong today. 1 second. I got to go out and download it. Which means we don't have the black and white, but that's okay. All right, here we go again. Sorry about that. Why it didn't show up? Here we go. Our spoonbill. Thank you very much, Charlie. Yeah, I like the lighting on it. I like the color. I love the ripple in here. just gorgeous. And then you have this ripple here. That's probably the toughest thing in the whole thing is just that one, getting that one clean, that ripple here. Uh, it's that, you know, there's a lot of little teeny ones here, and then you got the big Z. So you probably could get away without doing the small ones and be able to get to the big Z would probably be fine. That's the thing is when you're doing it, you don't only get like one real good shot at doing it. And when you do it, just it doesn't work out that in the beginning, but it works out at the end part of it, just leave it. Don't go back into it because sometimes all you do is make a mess sometimes. Keep it simple.
So are you saying you're not going to make those layers in that Z, or you are going to?
I will look at it. They will be the last thing I'll do.
Okay.
Of course, I'm not gonna, and that's what I was saying. If they don't just pop out perfectly, just leave it.
Park in the 4-star short.
Okay.
Mm.
All right. And
Has surely been forged.
thing about the reflection is if you can see the color in the back of the sorry, you got your
Horse.
yeah, I can hear your horse on the background there. We got the light white on the bird and stuff compared to the reflection. You can see how it's like a whole at least one step darker in the water, the reflection stuff. So look for that when we're going. We'll make sure we get a good step in that. And that color, that white, you can see how white it is up here. It's almost in the pink. Down here, when it comes down here, it really has a little bit of the orange of the water in it. So that tells you, that orange there tells you what these really darks are too. They help you tell you the warmth of that. Yeah, you got a lot of blue sky reflecting in there, but you have these darks that have a warm red in there, a warm red, orange, green. Usually that's the colors we will be using there to make those colors. So it's probably going to be cad red and probably phthalo green mixed in to do this area and probably into that. Just toned down enough to match this. But this definitely has a little pink into it. And we will see if we have the right color for the pinks. We're just going to go with the alizarin. But if we have to, we can always find another pink to use. Design wise, I think that's what I was talking about earlier, is that I really like, the way this thing moves. We got this just beautiful water just zooming through here like this, dragging you through it, and you have the bird just coming in from the top there. I'd say could be, if anything, it might be a little tight to the top. Back up here, this is probably a little tight. I definitely would like it down a little bit. I don't mind. I mean, I just don't want it touching the frame. Always thinking about that kind of stuff. So I would say, bringing it down just, I think, a little bit more than it is would be fine. I don't think there's anything we can't lose here. So I would definitely bring in some of the water back there, reflections of that water back there behind it. Okay. Lightness, darkness, looking at the bird, definitely the light on this bird is pretty much as light as you can go. We could probably go to 1. You probably could go to almost 0. But, when you go there, there's no place to go else. So I always try to keep it, what happens when you go too much of that color in that area, you'll just flatten out the bird. It's better to almost start at 2 and then work your way to 1 for your highlight, areas, because you need that eye to bulge out, come out of the side of the head, So if you don't have enough light, chances of using light there, it won't happen. It would just feel like it's flat. So you got to have at least yellows, warms, and against cools then. So maybe you take this section here. Let me replace this and show you what I'm talking about. Oh.
Is that what makes the eye pop? Is the contrast?
Yeah, the contrast around it. Well, yeah, look at that red eye in the middle of all that brightness, what I'm seeing, that this section, oops, come on, that this section here is just so bright, and then that eye just jumps out of there. What I will be doing is probably thinking about bluing out this back edge of the shape, and then warming it up a little bit, and then warming it up again. So doing like 3 stages, trying to get to a yellow white in the front, and a pink in the middle, and a blue in the back. Of course, they're going to be so hot, so light, but that'll just push that eye out there, and I'll be doing that with the back too.
So on the back, does that should help without to avoid having such an edge, because that's the thing that's got me worried about the back.
Yeah,
looks like it could easily become too hard of an edge.
You mean back there on the very back?
Yeah. So start with a bluey white and move it to a pink white.
Yeah, definitely something like that would do it.
Okay.
Also, one of the things, just soften the edge as much as you can too, back there too, into the dark. That'll help. Just softening it up with a finger, or probably your baby finger, probably smallest finger you have, just softening that edge at the end too. But using the blues to pinks there should also help, and then using yellows to around the wing area here, where we get a little bit warmer, yellow whites. That'll just curve it out, just make it round, pop it out. Same thing with the darks too, down in here too. We're probably gonna have to do the same thing, just the opposite on the dark scale, the lighter scale. Just thinking out loud. Sorry about that. Let's see. Yeah, reflections definitely a couple stages darker than the bird itself. We'll definitely get that. And then cleanness, keeping it clean. This is where painting wet into wet, like we will be painting this painting. You'll be able to get the water very easily in that. You can always work on the bird a lot more later. But I still like to get everything squared away when it's in the wet stage, so I don't have to deal with coming back and making areas like up above the bird's head there, that area, coming back and trying to make that with a dry canvas and over dry paint. Just always sticks, doesn't feel natural, doesn't feel right. So this other area should go pretty well. All right. Fun bird. Spoonbill. Thank you. Any more questions? See, Sarah never says a word. She's a good girl. Never says anything. Okay. Here we go. Colors and things again. For you guys, not much different here. Same colors as always. There we go. Got titanium white out. We got cad yellow light, cad red light, cad orange, some yellow ochre. Yeah, got some. Got to do some house cleaning here. Light oxide red, alizarin crimson, cobalt blue hue, phthalo green on the blue side, and this is transparent oxide red. Also have some cad red light up, or cad red medium up there, just in case. Things you'll need definitely, of course, are big brushes. A lot of some synthetics. The big brush here will probably be able to do most of it, I think, though. Do a lot of the water. These guys be good for feathers. Some bristle brushes and some things. So, good, good synthetics. Fresh synthetics. All right, color wise. Get everything back up. All right, colors. A lot of blues, whites, and pinks against some orangey greens. All right, so let's start working on some colors you gotta have in here anyway. You're gonna need some phthalo green alizarin, even though it's not gonna be like the major color in this painting or anything. I just one of those colors I love to just to start off with, because to get it undertones, it just helps build the painting underneath. So might not need too much of it, but so phthalo green and just a little bit of alizarin. One on the alizarin side, then one on the phthalo green side. Again, not huge piles of these guys. But at this dark stage, I can at least get it in this area here early, just to, get the structure of the painting in.
Where's this going? Do you,
It's
Did you-
probably, I'm just going to put it in a few places, probably in the legs and into that big swirl of
Okay.
At the bottom here. And then work it into that middle. But it's going to be light. It's not going to be full strength. There's it's just going to be basically my drawing color. Basically, I'm going to be doing a lot of trying to set up the things. Getting in some darks in there right away so I don't lose my spots. Other colors. Gonna go with again phthalo green, and I'm gonna go with cad red light. Just got to try a few things. This is probably going to be a little heavy on the green side here. Yeah, it works out. I need to go on the red side. So I don't need all that green, but yeah, whatever. Just keep pushing it in. Do it. It's kind of red, kind of has a little red brown to it. Really good for that. And the other color I'll need on this one is going to be phthalo green and cad orange. Not going to put out quite as much phthalo green, and then bring in the cad orange. On the cad orange side, and this is not quite right. I tried making my own cad oranges, so it's going a little. Basically, I used some cad red or cad yellow deep, and then some transparent or in cad red light, and it is just going a little funky on me. The red's not coming through, so it's on the really green side. So I'm make that up, make it more orange. Gonna add just a little more cad red to it. That's closer to what I want right there. There's always ways to get the color. Yeah, this will work pretty well. And I think these guys will work really well. You're just looking at seeing I might need one more color. And one more green. Yeah. I'm gonna go transparent oxide and green. Just to have it. All right. Then that should take care of pretty much lots of the water, lots of the reflections. We just got to come up with the pinks, the whites, and the blues. The blues are going to be pretty simple. They're just going to be blue and phthalo green. And maybe a alizarin too. But the first one we're going to do is phthalo green and blue. This is on the phthalo green side, so it has a little aqua looking tone to it. This one won't get quite as much because I really do want it on the blue side. Kind of clean blue. I see that in some of these little areas going through here. There's some really good ones right behind the bill that are this kind of value, rich, dark value. But then they go to probably around a 6, 7, 6. We'll look. And then I said alizarin and blue. And same thing. One will be on the alizarin side. So have a slightly purple tint to it. And then the other one will be on the blue side. So should be a cooler version of this, the green version, one with green in it. This color probably could be when we end up toning things down. This one of these colors, or the phthalo and green up here, are alizarin, and phthalo up there. One of those guys is going to be all this color down here. And it could be we using both. And then we're going to go with pinks. We're going to take these colors first. Let's take these guys, split these piles. Split the piles. Add enough white to make them I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 8. Still keep them at 8. Can always add. You can always add more white. These guys are pretty much there ready than anything those guys. So these guys just need a little toning down. Just enough white. Not half and half, but close to it. This is definitely 9 right now. So pretty close to half and half. Yeah, this is going to get in the water. That color's pretty good about getting in the water. Purple side, or well, will end up being on purple. Yeah, this color, I think, is going to get into a lot of the ripples underneath the bird in that when it's reflecting underneath here in this section. I think it's going to get a lot of that bird color or the reflective color. Going to be a little bit more purples in this probably in this big ripple area in the middle. The highlights and stuff are going to be a little toned down compared to the other ones around it. Cad red and phthalo green. Yeah, I was definitely thinking this color for back in here. That's on the green side, which is good because I'm going, man, I think it's a little warmer. So being on the red side. Here I would sometimes I'd use, most of the time I do use the light oxide and phthalo green, light oxide red and phthalo green. I just wanted it a little, I felt it being just a touch warmer than that color. And this color makes like a really close color to that, but just a little more pungent, a little more richness to it. And if I need to add cad red to this color, I will. That might need to go up a little bit, but this really captures a lot of the yellow, reflective free colors that are going into this ripple. And then these guys, I'm just going to put a little bit of white into them. I'm not going to put a ton of them in here yet. I think this, just to see where these guys start to go. I think high key, if I take these up to high enough key, I'll probably get some of these yellow oranges and stuff in this spoonbill. Oops, that was way too much white.
Jim, what is the greeny, browny, reddy color that intersperses with the blue in the ripples so far?
The greeny browny one.
Yeah.
That would have been
That one.
Yeah,
Okay.
that would have been that one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it's going to end up being, or it was going to be this color, but this one of these guys up here,
Right. Okay.
or it might end up being transparent oxide.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I'm playing around and
It's just probably on the green side. That's not probably have enough green in it.
yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But it's going to be one of these colors mixed together. That's what I was thinking. Maybe add just a touch of yellow to it. And no, we're gonna leave that there though. Now I gotta bring this one back. Didn't do this one right. This one up. But I think I can get these around the eyes and things too. I think it's just gonna be a little play of that. Let's get this. These guys probably should have been, I think maybe not that much bigger pile. So the blue side, definitely. There might be another blue I need. A little, just closer to 9 than 8. So I'm going to leave this one just a little dark. Same here. I think these two playing together should really create a lot of scintillation in that underneath that bird, in that just that little wake of water that's going on. These guys should be really great against some purples. They have the exact same values. And now we're getting to the purples. So we got some nice, beautiful grayed out ones. And now we're going to get some really more intense ones. And hopefully these colors, one of these colors are going to come through. Nope. For this step down in here. Okay. What I'll probably do is bring the alizarin side forward and push this blue backwards when I get it at the right value. Right now, I'm going to keep them here. Well, no. I'm going to take these guys to the right value. Let me see. You're going to have to be a little more white. These guys are at real close to an 8. I would say they have to go up to about a 6. Well, 6 to 5. Let's go 5. So that's about almost half as much again. Save a little bit. Maybe. Just do another version of it down here. Value just a hair dark, but it's going to get into the bird, boy. Just a touch more white, and we should be there. And I'll take the blue up there too. And just didn't get, I got just a touch too much. Okay. Just touch too much alizarin in it. All right, let's try this. Take this light. See, this is where it's going to go warm. Yeah. I can use this color, but it's not the one I was looking for. So let's take these phthalo green, the ones with blue in them down here, and we're going to take them up to a value of probably 5. Oops. It's going to be past 5. This definitely can be in the bird. Definitely, just some little crevices. I always love to put phthalo green in these crevices right in here around the neck and maybe the top of the head. Oh yeah, definitely top of the head. That'd be a lot of fun. Definitely see it there. So it's not like can't do it. Uh that one turned out way too blue, way too cool. Too much red in it. So I'm gonna put out some blue by itself, and then just bring a little bit of this red into it. Not much. So it's really heavy duty blue. And I'm just gonna put a little bit of white into it. I'm gonna keep this one probably closer to 9. I just want the richness of that blue to start showing right about here. So you can see that it's blue. Really close to where I want it. I'm just going to leave it there. Just a nice, that will come in that's going to come in these little wakes around his nose and things like that. This color, also I'm going to take a piece of it and with white, take it down to these colors. It's almost perfect. Well, at least on this. It's almost just blue and white. Oops. Really close. Really close. Probably just a, as you can see, just a gray, too dark yet. That'll be the richness coming in. And it's really, all right, we're going to leave it there. Now the rest, we got to do bird and highlight. I'm going to come up with a few things. I don't have any like special colors exactly put out, but I'm just going to go with alizarin for now. I do have some other, I think Quintonode red, deep red I have, which I've used on flowers. Might be nice. If you have Cad Red Medium, I'd mix these guys together, the alizarin and some Cad Red Medium. One on definitely on the alizarin side, and I'm just gonna bring it down a little bit. I might, and then add white to probably. I would still say that pink's gonna be really close to a 7 to 8. So about that. Get some of these guys. You can tell. Yeah, it might be just a touch. Might need just a touch of blue into it too. So these are especially colors. I think this color knocked down. These colors knocked down to a little bit farther down. Yeah, that's really close. This is really close. Just feels like it needs a little bit of blue in it though. And then this one might have that blue in it, feel like a little cooler. Okay. Really close. All we need now is to make the reflection color. So say this is really close. This one just needs a little of that blue in it. Just gonna use blue right next door. Yeah, that's it. This one, just a little warmer. I don't want to put blue in it. I'm gonna take a piece of this. Well, maybe take more of that. Save some. Save some. I'm gonna put some of that yellow up here in it. This cad orange and phthalo green mix with just a little bit of white. Let's see what that does. Starts to get everything I need. I would even take it maybe green would be better. Maybe green would work better. This is where, yeah, this nails this area right in here. So mixing a green and a light green and a pink together, work. This can also, like I said, get into the eyeball and some other areas. I might need a little darker in this, but we're gonna be okay.
Jim, what did you say? A green and a pink?
Yeah, I use this basically this pink here and this
Yeah.
in the phthalo green and orange mix here on the green side with the white in it.
And you got that orange. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, kind of a burnt orange, and that works pretty well in there. And sometimes it just gets it more rich than just trying to mix that exact color. Sometimes just the cross mixes can be so much richer and work so much better. Now, that's pretty good, except for the whites. Okay, I got a little bit of room down in here. I'm going to save and put my whites for the bird. I got some pink here. That's already in the mix. Like I said, this is going to be pretty high key. So we're going to leave this one. This has just a little bit of alizarin in it. It's really close to what I need for a lot of this stuff in here. And then I want to take that blue and take it up just as high. I might take up all these colors down in here really high. Just a little bit of color. Take them to most ones. Twos. I was saying twos. Try to take them to twos. But, have that room. Just have a little bit of room. That'll work. And now I'll do a yellow one. That should get me everywhere I need. I'm just barely putting any yellow in there. Just enough. Whoop. Just enough. Got my purples. I'm going to do some purples too. Just for the water, just because of the water down there, reflections. Yeah, definitely. That worked. That's the water, pink. But then we got, like I said, some just from the bird itself. Sometimes it's just a matter of either a warm. Oh, I didn't do these guys yet either. Shoot. That's why I was just thinking I need a warmer purple than that maybe. And that's this color. Phthalo green and alizarin. Taken to about Same thing, take it way up there. Look like it touched the little bit of phthalo green and thing there, so. Just grayed out a little bit too much. That one. Let me bring it down here, just lighten it up enough. I got just some nice off whites. It's phthalo green. There we go. There we go. Just basically taking all these colors up one step. Yeah. Clean white would be great to have. Yeah, it went through that white at the end here faster than I thought it would. Just leave that one there. It's not going to go anywhere. All right. So there we have it. I think these guys are going to work together really well to make this picture. Color wise, start again off with anybody need any help? Okay. You start off with phthalo green and alizarin. Green side, blue, alizarin side coming down with white. This is probably about 8. We were thinking about 8s. And then bringing them down to probably, well, it should have been 3. Well, this is 5, and then coming back down here to 3s down in here. Then we start off, then I went with phthalo green and cad red light. And this is on the red side. This is on the green side coming down. Should work out pretty well. I can see it a lot of places. This probably the same thing on these colors. I probably should have taken them down value wise because I'm looking at places on the bill and things like that. These greens and stuff are beautiful. Sometimes really work out well in that area. These guys are already done there. This is a cad orange and phthalo green. Coming down with some white added in. Maybe add a touch more white, maybe not. We'll see. We got stuff over here. This is a transparent oxide phthalo green. This is with white to 8. Over here, phthalo green and blue, mostly blue on this side, just a little more phthalo green on that side. You can see it as it comes down. Here we did blue and alizarin. Just went a little bit too, had a little bit too much alizarin in this one. So I made one with a lot less alizarin. Over here, it's almost straight blue, but with white. Worked out really well. That's going to be a good color in this painting. Definitely, you're going to see it on the ridges of a lot of ripples. You're going to find that color. Really close to that color. Maybe that one too. Then we went for some of the pinks in the bird. We got some reds, we got some alizarins, and we have some pinks with just adding white. Had a touch of blue. It just took a little bit of this blue over here and added it to that just to gray it out for the side of the bird there a little bit. So it'll be a mix of those colors going in there. And then some hotter pinks. Mixed those guys up with a little bit of some of this phthalo green and orange over here from the bottom. Just mixed a few of these pinks together and warmed them up. and start getting some of the colors that are in the water. And that's what I was thinking about this too. Just trying to get a little bit more lighter water. That's it. And then I took these bottom colors, just really just lightened them up one more time because we got a lot of light colors in this bird at the end, and definitely you can see just these colors going together are going to make it. All right. Any questions? Good. Good. If you do, go ahead and ask them anytime. I'll put this up here. Get my cameras rolling. Okay. In here for you. Okay. All right, toning this one. Definitely kind of keep it. I'm thinking not to probably gonna go with a red that's not gonna gray it down too much. I'm gonna go with lead oxide red. I don't want to if I go with pink or alizarin, it's gonna make it all so it's gonna be too much of that alizarin color in it. So just slightly warmer. It'll gray out the water a little bit more, but it should work out. Oh, just a little bit of oil. Do it right. And doing this, going, man. All right. Good tone. Oil back off. Drip too much. Okay. I want to start with where I want that water and the bird's head to end up being. So I'm thinking right in here. Only two big nice ones there, and then a third small one up back in here. Okay. I'm gonna get it. Got to put it up high enough that we can get in here and get everything in there. It's almost like a little bit past, just past halfway. Again, laying it out. Make sure I get that spoonbill in there. And this one's going to be that one arcs all the way over there. And this one catches rip. I'm just measuring by ripples, really. Going by my ripples, edges. That one runs into that one. These guys run into that one. Foot should be right here. Other foot comes off the side somewhere over here. Okay. Like I said, definitely want to keep them down an inch from the top. Wow. Always shrink that leg in the water if I need to. Farther. That's not a big deal. Not a deal at all. It's a little bit smaller. Yeah. Now the ripples and that beak have to work well together. They have to play, you know, be right there together. So Point behind. Okay. All right. Well, gonna go with that for now. Now I'm going to start off my first color. Just going to force it in a few of these places. Starting off, with the alizarin and phthalo. Just going to thin it out a little bit so it's not full, major full strength. But I do have this red in here, which might come in really handy. I'm just going to reinforce these guys first. I don't use my way. Okay. So easy to do, even when I'm drawing it out.
How exact do they need to be at this stage?
No, not exact. I'm just those ones right in here. These two, I just was having trouble uh, just making sure that they were right. They don't have to be exact at all. I can always, you can always catch these things. It's just one of those little things. I just want to see if I can make it, good, make it right off the bat. Trying to impress you guys. You guys are tougher and tougher to impress. So anyway, so I got that, and then you have the negative area here. Okay, just making sure I have everything in the right spots. Tone, just going for value more than exact color. You know, these colors work so well together that we don't have to be exactly right right off the bat. But if I can, start to get this color in the right spots, it's always helpful. I'm just going around the head here. This one splits off it. That one, that's right. Okay. Yeah, this other stuff, this kind of um tree kind of reflections in the background. Definitely I don't do too much here. I just kind of look for the dark spots in the swirls and just kind of mark those. Yeah, this stuff down it gets crazy in that one middle area here. It looks like it gets crazy. But if you just section them off, uh, you usually find out they'll work out. You can start to make sense. And the nice thing about these things again is arcs, arcs, arcs. Okay. First color, there we go. You're gonna come back with the phthalo green side. thinned out again. I kind of see that. You can see a little bit of green right here in the water, um, right in this area, right on the other side of this one ripple. And into the bird's head, right in here. Anywhere else? A few other places. I'm gonna put a little bit of this right on its bill, or the front of its bill here. It goes into the water a little bit. Yeah, I thought I was trying to think about how to do this, the reflection, this this area here, and how cleanly you have to make that. And now that I'm working on it, I mean, we've been working at this stage. Oh, yeah, that was not going to work anyway. That was that idea of being able to just draw it in there, doing it in one stroke. Yeah, it's not going to work. Okay, so we're gonna have to go back and take your time. It's big enough that you can get stuff you can get in there, so it's not like a knife thing where you just can only use the knife to draw it in. So, okay, I'm gonna put this again, even started underneath his neck here. A little phthalo green mix. Like I said, on its forehead, there's a good spot too. That's a little cleaner, but it also has this kind of green in it too. So let's mark it there. And into its back here, just putting in tones. Yeah. Anywhere else? Gonna put it just put us a hint of it. into this bird down in here, into the water here. Because a lot of times I'm doing this just because of the transparency of the colors going in so interesting that I know it's going to work in other places, and having a lot of, well, this is all going to run. That's way too much oil down in here. So never mind what I was going to say. It's going to run probably. So you get some little heavier paint on there. But I like the color. I like the, because of playing with it up here and stuff, I could see what it was doing. And then a lot of times you just see it next time around when you're looking at your thing, like, oh, it could go here, it could go here. So a little bit more work down in here to do. All right. Those are our first two colors, and I'm just going to go on to a little bit warmer. This transparent or regular phthalo green and cad red. This is on the green side. Definitely, I was seeing it coming in here, a little right on the edge of this water ripple. This color, well, gonna, yeah, should be on the red side. Okay. This is again phthalo green and oxide red from not oxide red, cad red. The red side and finish it up. The red, I was thinking this red here is going to be a lot of the tree reflections in here. I'm also marking the shadow areas. Yeah.
Jim, do you
Yeah.
paint water with a thinner texture
I start
in
off,
the brushwork?
yeah, I do start off a lot thinner, with the washes almost, uh, and then just build it a little bit thicker and thicker. Uh, and I'm using a big brush to, you know, keep it soft, so I don't, uh, so everything kind of I get a better blend. So yeah, did that answer it? Yes.
That did answer it.
Okay, I thought it did, but well, yeah, you never know.
Takes me a while to get to unmute.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably spend some time a little tighter on this thing when I get in here, into this bill area here to make sense of it. Uh, so basically, I'm just going to be going through a lot of the waters, trying to get going through my colors of the water here. See, half of this thing is just kind of mapping out where these colors go. It always takes the longest. These guys up here probably aren't like going to get a ton of love. And they're just going to get marks because I don't want them to be, stealing the thunder from this area here. So these guys are going to have to be a little rougher and uh, not so strong. Okay, so now you can start to see the lines. They're starting to work out. There are some really tough little areas here. Got ripples within ripples. Ripples within ripples are always, uh, a little tougher to do because you got arcs against arcs. And then you get smaller arcs against arcs and smaller arcs against arcs. Usually, that's the way it goes. Okay. So let's just all right. That's our first four colors. Now we're going to get to the greens and the phthalo green and cat red or cat orange. This might be a little bright. But yeah, I thought it was going to be brighter. And this is where I was thinking of it going right in here. Probably might have to go a little bit on the more on the orange side. Doesn't mean that this color is in there too, though. This goes almost right up against the line there. Might have to make that line like just a hair darker now. Touched it. I might have to bring this back a little bit. I'm too forward right there. In fact, get rid of that a little bit. I got to get it back here. Just made it a touch too big. Now this color should be able to mix in with some of these colors right here at the base between the reflection of the bird. It's kind of find the reflection more interesting than the bird itself. Because even though it has a spoonbill, I can get the other side here. That this has just a little more richness, orange to it. Need it right for this spot here. Okay. gonna look for uh probably farther back in here. If I can run this orange over some of these, couple of these stripes here I got going in the water here that are in the red. I marked them in the red, cad red and the phthalo green. I marked them. They just need to be a little lighter. I'm hoping that my the blue, when I put the blue in, that it will clean up a lot of this stuff. I'm going to put a little bit lower. As you can see, that color starts to become the right color, even in the neck. This is the cat orange and phthalo green, but it was still not a definitely not a clean brush. Touched quite a lot of areas already. Yeah. See anything else? Might put it just underneath the eye area. And I'll push it back afterwards. Soften this line. That's, also you asked about softening. Definitely a lot of times it's touching it repeatedly, running the same stroke over and over again until it softens right and doesn't leave a mark. And finally, the orange, that orange, I was just gonna put this color away. And I'm finding it in a few other things here. Lower here. I'm hoping, just put this color in and then I'll, with the blue and a few of the other purples and things that are going to go in here, that'll do the job. Okay, that's those two colors. Go through them pretty quick. I mean, yeah, I could probably put it up there a little bit more too, but I'm gonna get moving. This I'm gonna go to the transparent oxide, and this is transparent oxide in green. Wow. I'm gonna come back in here and just retouch up this middle area a little bit. Just putting it in really gentle. It starts to makes this kind of real rich color. Just that red, in here. It's working. It's planning out. It's working. Okay. Gonna go back in a few of these other ones back in here, just a touch more. Model. Got this very green right in here. It's gonna have to go orange. So trying to combat that green a little bit in this wing and the reflection. Oh, we're gonna find it in the bill too. That wet part of the bill. Eyeball, definitely. Full strength, pretty much. Okay. I mean, I could go through that color a little bit more, but I'm not sure it's gonna do a whole lot more. What I say that, and then I go, oh, what about this? I have it. I put it in with purples, the dark purple at the beginning, and now I'm not coming back and warming it up. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the tough little area right in here. But the thing about paint too, this, as we paint stuff, got to have some little challenge. You got to have challenges where your skill's never going to keep growing. So even that in there will be fun. Fun challenge. You guys got to get in front of it, really. I'm sorry. Yeah, make it work. All right. There are top colors. Uh, I'm just going to clean my brush out. I got to get to some blues. Start putting in the blues. Um, let's just, this is blue and phthalo green, but it's more blue. This is the one spot here where I'd love to have it in there really good and clean. Again, right against his bill. Putting it almost full strength right here. Sure it comes out the other side. They match up. They kind of like in the swing and go right through. Thing with a lot of these arcs and stuff in the water, these things, they'll start. Part of the arc will start off orange, and then it'll end up being blue on the back end. Just the reflective ness of it. Okay, this should really start to help tell me where things are at, because boy, when you finally get this color going in here, that's when I can start to say, okay, you know exactly where this uh, beak is gonna be. This is, yeah, the blue side of the phthalo green, and that's working out pretty well. A little thin. Like right here, I was saying it starts off warm, and then when it gets to over here, starts to turns to blue. That arc, and same thing as right here. We started at. This is when you start getting, you're going to start ending up getting little teeny brush marks and stuff, which end up being ripples in the water. Uh, No, that's about it for that color almost already. I mean, thinking, oh, it got a couple back areas here. Hmm.
I'm starting to feel like this should have been our 2-week painting.
You want to be 2 weeks?
No, but it's,
You
It
want to do
could-
it?
it could have been.
Yeah, when I'm doing water like this,
Oh.
you don't get very far.
I know, I
Uh,
know.
We do, it's
Do the best we can.
it's only the three of us right now. We can do if you want to make it 2 weeks. If anybody, I guess we could leave it to Sarah. Sarah, what will you think? Will you go 2 weeks on this, or you want to just go? I tell you, the bird itself is probably can go.
There's four of us.
There's four of us.
Yeah, it's a crowd.
Oh, Chelly's here. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, you're counting me. I wasn't counting you.
All right, it's cheating, but still.
What do you think? You want to? What we'll do? Just do something harder anyway next week. So
I'm not
No, I want to
painting
finish
along
it.
with you.
I want to finish it, this week, but I'm just,
okay.
it's like you say.
Oh, we already
Yeah.
did our 2 week with you guys.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
water is just
Oh,
taking so much time.
Yeah, it does. It does. But the thing about the way it does, a lot of times it's you have to just really just pay attention to. It takes a lot of time too, because of some of the marks that are making can be just perfect, and so you got to take your time putting things in because when you layer it in like this, sometimes it's just the magic happens. You don't even know it.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of just pass over it and just keep going. But I'm going to go through the colors. I should get them all in here. We got another 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we got a half an hour. Come on. Anyway, I'm just going to shoot up here. Down. I'm just going to get that in. Oh, I could have went over the green side. Let me see the green side a little mixed in. Yeah, a little bit better. Not bad. So moving on to the other color. I am shooting down. I don't think I need it full strength, so I'm just going to go to the white side. I say that, and then I'm looking around. Hey, what about me? There's so many cool things going on. I'd like the water, but yeah, it's really complicated. Anyway, let's run a few of these. This green up here will clean out my brush too. All right. Let me let's see. Colors we're onto purples and stuff, lighter dark purples, and which remember one of the days it just everything went little slower than it was supposed to. I know I have this value in here way too dark. Just jumping the gun. I just wanted to get that color underneath it. All right, that's about it with that. Let's I'm gonna put in the pinks. Pretty much gone through the mid-tone. I mean, like the darks. Put in a little bit of pinks. Right at that thing right there. It gets really dark. Just scumbling it on using the white of the canvas there, trying to see how it's gonna work. Give an idea without doing too much.
All right.
Gonna get this, do this real quick. It's gonna be, need to be warmer. A little warmer than that. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna work on the water for a little bit. Um, I should switch that paint back in here. Go with these lower colors. I don't want to jump to the highlight color. You're gonna almost have to work through the midtones a little bit more. So the first one definitely phthalo green and well, it's blue and phthalo green. It's mostly blue. Just a touch of white in it. And it's got to go back and do everywhere I just touched it before and put it up right underneath it. Like I say underneath it, but it's a little bit everywhere. But Yeah, this was probably definitely not a 2-hour painting. Definitely could be purple. Yeah. So I say purple. This is down here below. I'm going to be using blue and alizarin on the blue side here for the sky reflections coming in. Like this is at 3, so we got there. Oh, I didn't put in the. Still have that to put in. I forgot about it. Just walked right past it. There we go. Now I'm just going back over and just doing
No, let's,
a light touch. That should do it. Definitely would say, look at this. Sorry. Purple, light purples and things into this for the white head here. into the shadows. Much. Now, that's almost straight blue and white, mostly white.
Delighted.
Okay.
Yeah.
You talking to me? Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I had my mute off. I was mumbling to myself.
Were you?
Yes.
I thought you were just mumbling to me, going, no, that's not right. That's not right.
If I was going to mumble, it would be that roseate is really roseate beautiful.
You like that?
Love it. Love that color. Yeah.
Yeah. That just stands out so well. All right. I'm just going to throw in, I'm going to clean up get a new brush and do this real quick. We talked about layering your lights, warms to cools. Basically, that's as simple as you can make it. So I'm going to go with blue, light blue, white for the head. Back in here in the highlight. And then switch it to pink halfway. I say pink, it's really alizarin and white. You can use that coming back. I'm going to push it back a little bit into the blue a little bit. They don't just stand out as lines. And then the front area. Here, just go with yellow, white around the eyes. Get back just a little bit. There. That's exactly what we'll be doing up here too. But won't be mostly pink, but there's just going to be a little bit of blue tone to it, just reflective sky into that's what's happening back in here. And go into pink. Pink for mostly everything else. Like there's a little bit of warmth right in here, just like they had. It's mostly right in there. I'll push this. That blue came a little far, but we can push it back. Yeah, 2 weeks would have been great on this one probably. Huh. Well. Oh well, you guys. Got to build up the paint a little bit. Figure it all out as we go. I don't want to put the Z pattern in of that leg reflective in there till I get the everything else in here because I'll be touching red and be just smushing it around. Or this the same with this thing. But the colors in that thing are about right. Everything's about right. You know, don't want to touch too much with this because I got white on it. No, I didn't do down in here, but yeah, no, it's full block in. We'll take a look and see what's wrong with it. Looks okay there, you know. As you can see, it's really goofy up front. But as long as you get these solid things in, they'll be great. Get these guys got to go one more up, put just a little bit more color in them. I just kind of too many brush strokes in it. But everything else should, when you're layering your paint into these spots, just grab enough of the sides of things and should just really make become the right strokes. I think pretty quickly. Oh, what am I showing? Sorry. Talking about areas like this when you start to smush one layer, one brush stroke into another. I think that should kind of almost make itself by not overpainting, just by putting the stroke into the color and just twisting a little bit as you pull your paint out. I think it's work out. All right. That is what I did so far in this whole hour and a half of real painting. We didn't start painting till 10:30. I looked, I go, oh shit. But we always start, it always takes about an hour to get there. Mixing and everything else. So we got Kim and we got Sarah who painted. And Shelley who looked on. I can understand that California girl kind of tough to get up and paint at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Well, that's true.
I'm giving you a break here. I'm giving you all the breaks.
Thank you.
So, all right. So let's go with Kim first, and Sarah turn her stuff on. If she might have taken off, she's been awful quiet today. So let's see. Do we
Okay.
need another week on it?
Yeah.
Good.
Well, many hours more for sure.
Well, you seem like you like to do lots of stuff. Really cool. Nice. Wow. You got a lot done. I didn't expect quite that much. Okay, I'd say good solid effort. Yeah. It's tough to say too much because of the
Yeah, exactly. It's unfinished state.
yeah, at this state because of I think your attack on the water's right. Just I would say in the back when you get behind the
This up
yeah,
here.
back up there, yeah. Just keep it softer.
Yeah, it needs to have a soft brush thrown over
Yeah,
it.
and watch the contrast there.
Mm-hmm.
Because those browns and stuff will jump out at you a little bit
Yeah.
ahead of everything. So you might have to go in and touch those guys up a little bit, but you're getting there. You're
Yeah.
getting there. Really pretty. I think it's gonna be great. They'll love it downstairs.
Yep, I agree. I love it.
You don't frame them and drop them off. You just drop them off, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go see what Sarah's up to. Good job. Good, great start. Hey, Sarah.
I had to reuse a canvas, so this is a
Oh,
little.
you did not think this was going to turn out.
No.
Oh, you poor girl.
Yeah, I got some work to do. But yeah.
Oh, but after you say that, then you just look closer. You go, oh, you got some nice. You got the water going in there, really nice.
Oh, thank you.
I think the colors are starting to work out, and yeah, it's just unfortunate that that dark slash goes right through his head.
Hmm.
But I see how you used it, just the shadow of that. Kind of interesting.
Hmm.
Let's see what happens. This is gonna be fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, good start. I mean, really fun start.
Thank you.
I know you'll be
Jim, do you have any ways of cleaning off an old canvas that work better than what I've been doing, which is pathetic?
sanding a little bit, and then
Sanding, that's it.
gesso.
That was the next one, was sanding.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can scrape them down a little bit, and they usually re-gesso them, or
Okay.
or oil. You can use if you got a lot of people do is you'll keep a can of their leftover scraps of oil, and then you can use that. But that stuff takes forever to dry. That's the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
gesso will work really well for that. But it's just gotta reuse them every once in a while. I know it's just a pain in the butt,
Mhm.
but I have hundreds to reuse, so I'm not going to deal with it too much. Well, guys, thanks for joining me on this one. Finish these guys up, and we'll jump on it again next week. Or no,
Looking,
let's jump on something new next week. Like I said, I'll keep an eye out for a still life that I like, or make up one and photograph it, or something that fits in your still life arena.
great.
Okay.
Looking forward to it. Thank
All
you.
right then. You guys take her easy. Have a great week and rest of your weekend.
You too.
All right.
Bye.
Later.